So Alan, here we are a couple of days before the start of the season. I guess that even though we've had the League Cup, this is the point we've been building up to, and the point that you've been building up to in pre-season as well.
It's a campaign we're all looking forward to. Obviously we've just stepped up for League One, so it's a big challenge, but there's no reason why we can't go on and have a successful season.
Slightly disappointing end to the League Cup there at the weekend against Dundee United. I guess the most disappointing aspect is the amount of injuries that were picked up as well. That must have been very frustrating for you.
It's hard to make injuries, and obviously some of the boys have had illness as well, so it's been a difficult period over the last couple of weeks. I think the League Cup's took its toll on the squad, but the only positive you can maybe say is that we've not picked up any long-term injuries, so everybody's on their way back, and within a few weeks I think we'll have a really strong squad again. So
let's spin through who is fit and who's not for Saturday. We picked up obviously Rhys McCabe went off on Sunday, I should say, and Nat went off, and so did James Thomas at the end. How were those three?
James Thomas, we took him for an x-ray after the game just to make sure that it wasn't broken, because it looked serious at the time, but thankfully it wasn't broken, so he's going to be okay a couple of weeks and he should be back. Nat came off his ankle, but he's trained today, and Rhys trained today as well, so it's great to have them back. Ryan Williamson's back as well from illness, Andy Geggan will be back for suspension, so we're starting to get more like the squad again.
Just to ask you about Andy Geggan in particular, he's a big player for us, and it's good that he's back for the first game.
It is, he's a massive player for us, he's a leader on the pitch. He can either play that defensive one or more attacking one where he's getting goals as well. He's a threat at set pieces, so no, it's great to have him back.
Is that something you've challenged him to do? Obviously he's started in the League Cup scoring so many goals. Is that something you've said to him, you want more goals from him?
You're always wanting more goals from him, and he's capable of doing that. You see him from set pieces, the way he attacks the ball, and he's probably actually better attacking than some of the bigger ones, and maybe some of them can learn a wee bit from him.
Looking at Dumbarton on Saturday, they've been in the Championship for a few years now. They've sort of defied odds and stayed up the past 2 or 3 seasons, and it's going to be a tough game, isn't it?
I think any team in the Championship, it's all a good standard, good level, and it's going to be tough games, no matter who you're playing against. They've got a lot of experience, guys that have played at the top level, and they're going to make it really difficult. They've got guys that have played here as well that I'm sure will have a point to prove, so it's going to be a hard game.
And you look at the first few fixtures of the season, we've got Dumbarton at home. We'll be looking to start with 3 points, and then a massive game to Hibs, and then the derby the week later. The big games will just keep on coming this season.
Well, one game at a time, the same as last year. Dumbarton's a massive one to start with. We want to start the way we want to go on. We want to get a win, obviously. We want to score some goals and put in a better performance than we did against Dundee United.
And finally, we'll go back to the injuries just for a second. Gavin Riley's been missing for a couple of weeks now. Michael Payne, I know, was on the bench, but it was really just to fill a space more than anything. Can you update us on anything else there?
Yeah, Gavin, he's trained today as well, so it's great to have him back. I think you look back at the United game and we just lacked a bit of pace up front and threat to go in behind, and Gavin gives us that. He's a goal scorer, so it's great to have him back. Michael Payton played, I think it was 65 minutes for the 20s the other day. He's missed all of pre-season, so it's one of them. We've just got to build him up, but it's great to have a player of his quality coming back.
And one more thing, any more signings in the offing? I know you're always looking at this every week. I'm guessing you're still trying and
we're still trying. Obviously a lot of effort went into trying to get Face back, and I think we were really unlucky not to get him back by all accounts. But we've still been looking at other players as well.